Okay, what's up everyone? So we got some Japanese food here today. We got some beef teriyaki and some tempura and a bunch of nice other side dishes as well. We got some potatoes, we got some seaweed salad and pickled cucumber, I believe. So yeah, let's get into it. Get that some of that beef teriyaki right here. Let's get some of that tempura right here. Lotus root right here, I believe. Okay, so let's get into today's topic. Talking about Outer Outline or the Underworld, episode 6 and 7. Now, in episode 7, the battle between POH and Kirito wraps up. Before that, let's talk about episode 6. So POH has been really fixed. Excuse me, gotta get the burps out. So POH has been fixated on Kirito ever since he couldn't kill him in Aincrad. According to in POH's view of Kirito, he thinks that Kirito is unbreakable no matter what obstacles he tried to make for him. He tried to break him down. Kirito was still headstrong and kept on going, but that's what we think of Kirito, right? But Kirito is actually traumatized by killing all those people on Aincrad as well. It has been in the back of his mind. Now, we get a little detail about POH's weapon. So pretty much every time he slashes an enemy down, he gets stronger and stronger, just like, gaining experience whenever you defeat your enemies in a video game. It's a very similar concept. Now, Asuna is having trouble against POH, and she's backed into a corner. And if you remember, Yuki, her younger sister, I forgot which season it was now. It's been quite a long time. She appears in front of Asuna, and she gives her some support. And she manages to get back up on her feet and damage POH very badly, piercing him right through the stomach. And there's a big hole, as we can see. Now, we think that POH is defeated as of this moment, but of course he's not going to be defeated that easily. And he uses his sword's ability to absorb the resources around him and recover. Now, just as we thought about that Kirito, is still traumatized by his past, right? We get a little flashback of Kirito's journey throughout all these seasons, right? In the first season, I forgot which was his first party. His whole party died. Remember, they opened that trap loop chest, and then we see the events of Gunge Online and all the other seasons that have followed up to this moment as of now. And going back to the developer side of the STL, Higa says that 3 Floodlights isn't enough, but then he sees another Floodlight within this world that will just do fine. And that final Floodlight is Yujiro, of course, right? He has a very deep connection with Kirito within this world and has many memories with him as well. So Kirito finally wakes up at the end of episode 6 using his enhanced armament. I think, yeah, that's what it's called. And if you remember, Yujiro's sword form is able to freeze things, right? So he freezes the whole battlefield and all these foreign players that have logged into the game at this time. Okay, so before we get to episode 7, let's get some more tea here. Now, actually, I just watched ReZero, season 2, episode 8. I'll definitely get into that, the newer episodes as of late, coming up soon. But I'm saying, ReZero this season is so phenomenal. As of right now, there's some action sequences, but like of course I'm on like season one. Toward the end of season one was the climax of that season, right? The big battle between the white whale and everyone else. But for season two, as of like story development and character development as well, it's nothing short but of phenomenal. So guys, check out ReZero. Super great series. By the time ReZero ends, like the series, I think it'll probably be one of my favorite series of all time, as in the anime sense as well. Some of this big teriyaki right here. Oh, another show I've been watching. I actually just subscribed to Netflix recently, so right now I have the 30-day trial, but you never know. I actually may keep the Netflix membership, but I've been watching Mr. Iglesias. So this pretty much is a comedy show of Gabriel Iglesias. If you don't know, he's a very well-renowned comedian. And in this show, he's actually a history teacher, and in his class, he's pitted with these students who are so-called troublemakers. But as Gabriel Iglesias, I can see that he's not giving up on these kids at all. I think he probably had a similar experience while in high school, because I think on the first episode at the end, Gabriel Iglesias said he dedicated this show to his teacher back in, I believe Gabriel Iglesias was raised in Long Beach, and this is in Long Beach of his high school as well. So I guess maybe Gabriel Iglesias had this similar experience in school, and that maybe he had good memories of his teacher never giving up on him. So guys, check it out. It has like some funny moments here and there, and definitely more adult type humor. So if you guys are into that comedy, then I highly suggest you guys check it out. What really I know I should have gone to Netflix earlier, but actually the Mr. Iglesias, the episode 1 is free on YouTube, so it randomly got recommended to me. I was like, oh man, I want to watch more. So yeah, the rest of the series is on Netflix, and I think there's season 1's done, and then season 2 is in middle progress, I believe. Okay, now moving on to episode 7. So we see that Kirito awakens and he freezes the whole battlefield and all these foreign players that have logged into this game, right? So he uses his released recollection, freeing the players from this game and defeating them all at once, right? And POH tries to use his weapon of choice is a cleaver, a big, huge cleaver, and he's trying to use its ability to use the animosity of the players, but it's not responding to him. So Kirito's sword is actually from the Black Cedar Tree, if you remember, whenever Kirito entered this world, when he cut it down with Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's able to absorb the resources from its surroundings to get stronger. Now, we get to see good old Kirito back at it. He uses his dual swords, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Swords is back to normal as well. And his outfit also changes to pretty much the same outfit when he was known as the Black Swordsman in Aincrad. So we see this whole battle sequence going down between POH and eventually Kirito pulls out with the win, and he stabs POH in the stomach. Bursts through POH's stomach once again. I don't know why POH keeps on getting a hole in his stomach, but that's why I noticed. And pretty much, POH says to Kirito that no matter how many times you kill me in these games or whatever, in the real world, I'm going to come back for you and Asuna. So in order to prevent that, Kirito is like a god in this game already. He has like some new abilities that I didn't see before. And in this world, he's pretty much god. So he confines POH in this world, in this STL, I believe, and turns him into the cedar tree, and says that according to him that you will not be freed until you get cut down by some kids maybe 200 years in the future or many years from now. So POH is confided right now, so I'm not sure who he'll be freed later on, but we'll never know. So everyone is happy. This big battle's over. His friends are tearing up, and Asuna is running into Kirito's arms with some tears in her eyes, and they're embracing each other since they haven't seen each other so long. So we don't have much time left. Asuna and Kirito decide to chase Emperor Vecta and Alice. Now, there's an emergency going on the other side of things, not in the virtual world. Now, the evil dudes, I'm not sure what the organization is called exactly, but they somehow messed up with the flux lights. Now, the flux lights have been accelerated, and the safety limiter has been disengaged. So pretty much, in short, Kirito and them have 15 minutes to get out of there and log out of the game manually. Otherwise, if they don't, they'll be confined there forever. Well, not forever. I think about 200 years, which is way beyond the human lifespan and the soul as well, right? So they pretty much will die in there if they don't log out. So Kirito is informed by the developers on their end, and he tells Kirito pretty much that it's okay if you don't come back with Alice. Your life comes first. Like, you forget about Alice, right? But Kirito, being the main character that he is, says I'll come back with her as well. But things are not gonna go so smoothly as planned, since Emperor Vecta is standing in the way. Or Gabriel Miller, not Emperor. Well, Gabriel Miller, right now I think is his name. And this season, I think it's approaching toward its end. I'm not sure how many episodes this season has, but the highly anticipated fight between Gabriel Miller and Kirito is coming soon, probably. So see how this fight goes down. So that's pretty much all my mukbang today. Oh, it's quite good. I haven't had beef teriyaki and some tempura today. It's Japanese food I was craving it. And then definitely this, you guys know this brand is pretty well known out there. The Oicha, Itoen green tea is super refreshing. It really hits the spot and washes your food down quite nicely. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next mukbang, alright? Peace.